Hi, Adventurous Carrie here. My good friend Teri Williams drove her Dodge Promaster conversion van all the way from Arizona, and she's been on the road for a couple of months and ended up here in North Carolina. And I thought we would take a look at her van. It seems weird having Teri's van here. We moved our van out to our farm, and it's hiding in our barn, but her van is a little bit shorter than ours, and I'm really excited for her to show it to you. So Teri, tell us a little bit about the van itself. What size is it?
All right, so this is a 136 Dodge Ram Promaster. It's a 2018. I bought it from Amazon after their 2-year business lease was up. Had 29,000 miles on it. I got a great deal, and it was bare bones.
Yeah, but when I saw it, it was just all metal inside.
Just metal. And so every decade I try to do something way beyond myself. So my 60th birthday, Carrie and I went on a AIDS ride from San Francisco to Los Angeles.
That was what, about 542 miles?
Right, on our bikes, over mountains, sometimes multiple mountains in one day. And after that experience, I thought, it does so many wonderful things for your whole spirit when you take on something that is almost impossible. So for my 70th, I thought, why not do a camper van? And I thought, I've never been camping, but I think I'd like it. So I took it on. COVID hit. I ended up in the Arizona sun, 100 and something degrees, working on it. And then after COVID, I live in Green Valley, Arizona. I was able to go to our, it's a retirement community, and they have a wonderful wood shop there. So I was able to finish it at the wood shop. So
here in a minute, we'll go inside and we'll take a look. But when you were doing the decor, you said you had something in mind. And the reason you did the decor were for 2 special people. Who was that?
I have 4 grandchildren.
Oh, 4 special people, yes.
Well, not exactly, because the 2 grandchildren, the oldest, are now 29 and 19.
Oh, my goodness.
So they're not going to travel with grandma very far. But my 2 younger ones, when I started this, were like maybe 7 and 10. They love the ocean and the beach. So my whole mindset was, where can we go when I get this done? So I did all beach style. So in the back.
And Teri is parked in our driveway here in North Carolina. I love the back of this, what you did to the back door. And you painted these yourself, correct?
I did.
Look at that. It's
so this is acrylic flow technique. Some of you will recognize that name, and some maybe not. Got a little construction material still. And so it's supposed to be a big wave out in the ocean.
Looks like it.
I was really happy with the way it turned out.
So Teri and I have known each other for many moons, and she's a potterer, artist, a chef. She used to do catering. She's been in real estate marketing. She's done it all, but she's a very creative person. And I like that you have kind of since it's a shorter bed than ours, we have a 2,500, yours is a 1,500. You put like a single bed back, and you built this all out yourself.
Right. So what I had in mind originally was, I have 2 benches here, and then I built kind of a temporary ridge to see if it was going to work. I did river tables for the counters, which we'll see in a few minutes, but I have a big table also that was up, so you could play games and eat dinner, and then at night it goes down and rests here, so it's a complete platform for the bed. I found, however, that I rarely use the lounge, but I did need a bed, so I leave it here 24/7 now, and it's worked out really well. but I still have a good space between the, I have storage underneath.
On each side, I like
I
that.
have my gray tank here, and then tools and things I don't need very often, and then things I don't need very often here, and it just slides in and out real easily. The bed's very comfortable. I'm almost done, so it's still a little unfinished inside.
Still a work in progress.
Yeah, I'm sure it probably always will be, but...
So the inside door of Teri's van is this beautiful underwater scene that she did. She painted all this herself. It's got turtles and fish, and it's right behind her sink. So when this opens up, you can't see it, but when she closes the door, it's absolutely gorgeous. So now we're here inside your van.
Yeah, so
What do you want to show
I have
us?
a blackout curtain here on the other side of this. So when I'm parked, at a hotel or whatever and kind of want my privacy, I have that. And then to look out, that's a little more interesting and beach theme again. I have a great little refrigerator that has been plenty of room for me. And it's got 2 compartments, so I can choose this as a freezer and refrigerator, or I just run them both as a fridge.
Now that would look like a bathroom, but it's not.
Right, and I built this here in case I did want a bathroom in the future. I would have the space already allocated. But I like to visit churches during my trips, so I needed a place to hang my clothes. And then I realized I'm not visiting that many churches. So I have it very roughly.
I think it's well organized.
It's kind of temporary, but it's definitely functional. When I go back to Green Valley, I'll be building, much more.
Look at all those spices. Not that you're a cook or a chef or anything.
Yeah, so it gives me the ability. I have a little flashlight here at night where I can find the things that I need.
Last night, Teri made George and I shrimp and grits that were just fabulous.
Well, thank you. So I have all my hats, some of my shoes, and so forth. Here I made.
I love this. So you made both of these countertops.
Yes, it's called a river table, and it's made out of mesquite, and then on the live edge, I epoxied, and it's quite a process, but I was really happy with how it turned out.
You have it over here by the sink as well.
Yeah, and then the table that I do have for this is quite large, and it's the same thing. They all just turned out. I was very, very happy with them.
One thing I do like is that you do have this if you want to use this little faucet outside to rinse your feet off or something, and you're at the beach with your grandkids.
Of course. And then under here I have a freshwater tank, and I have dish soap and cleaning supplies, that kind of thing.
How much water would that hold?
I think it's around 20
gallons.
Maybe 17.
And there is another on this side. From the outside, you could actually get under the sink as well. We won't open that up right now.
Right. And then I have really everything I need. I just never stop and think, I should have brought, because I've got a really good packing list. So if those of you are building, just starting your project, I highly suggest that you Google packing slips for camping, because it'll save you from a lot of nightmares. And it'll take you a few trips to say, I didn't really need this. I wish I would have brought that. And my list now is just so good. I could pack up overnight and be gone and not miss anything. So just got a lot of storage.
Tell me about the backsplash right here.
All right, so a friend of mine in Napa is a retired tile installer. So he helped me get started, although I don't recommend this kind of tile. You have to put it in 1 by 1.
Each one of these is one by one? Oh,
Well,
it is.
yeah,
It's
pretty
not like a
much.
big sheet that you just glue.
Well, it is, but here, when you build in a van, your walls aren't straight. So it's going to look really cockeyed. So build straight walls and you can use any tile, but I didn't build straight walls. I picked these up in Key West at the Butterfly Museum. And then this is, you pick up little things as you go. That's is the
Key
end
West.
of Highway 1.
Been there.
And it goes all the way up, I believe, to Maine or to
Yes, it does.
the border.
And you said this is one area that you need to finish yet.
Right. So still going. I made my own window covers, and I use Velcro. I highly suggest, like I have a black surface, black Velcro, and you can't tell a thing. I installed my own windows here. Well, I had them installed. There weren't windows. I did install my vent originally, and then I decided I wanted AC after traveling to Coeur d'Alene and hot places. So I now have air conditioning, and I feel like I died and went to heaven. So my bed is, I think it's a little bigger than a single. It's plenty of space for me. Got my upper cabinets. I use these guys. I love them. So all of my swim gear is in one. I have all my slip and personal things in another. I used to have shirts and pants, but now I built this. Oh my God, I'm almost embarrassed to show this because it just broke. But I whipped this out before this last trip thinking, let's try these out. And I'm going to build permanent drawers in here. It's really nice to have that space. So shirts, pants, unders, and whatnot. And then I carry a printer, I carry a laptop, paper, place most of my tools that I need are in here. So it's all the space that I need. I'm a happy camper.
So you said you started this when you were 70. How old are you now?
Well, I started it actually November of 20, so 4 years ago, and I'm 76 now.
I only say that because you look fabulous.
Oh, thank you. Well, I feel fabulous. Maybe
so someone who's 76 can build out their own van and then travel for months on end in a little camper van. Wow, my hat's off to you.
And you know, if you live humble, you can do more. Like I have a small condo in Arizona. And when I retired, I decided, since I had a fair amount of cash on hand, I'm going to buy a rental. So I bought another similar place, and I turned it into a full-time Airbnb. It stays rented all year round, so it's wonderful income. And when I go on trips, I put mine also on Airbnb. So I've got 2 Airbnbs funding my travel. It was one of the best financial decisions I ever made in my life. So I have a very nice life that I'm super thankful for. And I really encourage you just to get out there and to believe you can do more than you think you can, because you can. And have fun. Use these years. Don't sit in front of a TV or think your best years are over. Your best years are ahead.
Yet to come. So when someone says, oh, I'm 60 or I'm 70, I'm too old to do this, it's only in your mindset.
Exactly. Think all the spare time you now have to do cool things. That's the best way to
So, and when did you leave for this latest? This was right before Christmas, right? You left?
I left December 19th, and it's now March 4th,
5th? March 5th.
Yeah, and I'm not going home until probably the second week in April.
Okay, so about 4 months on the road. Mm-hmm. In a small little van.
Yeah.
Living down by the river.
I love it. This trip was Texas, Louisiana, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and I'm hoping to go home through Nashville. So, yeah, it's a good trip. Really good trip.
Well, we're glad to have you here, and it's so good to see you.
Well,
last time I saw Teri, this van was totally just metal on metal, and it was just a shell, and she had just gotten it. And I can't believe it's been 4 years since I've seen you physically.
Yeah.
You know, you and I chat, we text each other. Facebook time each other, but this is the first time seeing her in person. I'm so excited to see your van. Congratulations.
And we ended up with the same model of camper.
I know. I have a Promaster, but mine's a 2020, and it's a little bit longer, but George and I travel together. This is a perfect size van for one person.
I'm very happy in it. I as soon as I leave my house and get on the freeway, I just have a smile ear to ear. It's just, I'm really glad after all this work that, yes, I do love camping.
Yay. Well, we'll have to camp together now.
There you go.
Thanks. Well, I hope you liked our video on Teri's van called Vanna White. It's a van that she completely built out herself, and she's 76 years old. So please like and subscribe. Check out my other videos. George and I travel all over the country at Adventurous Carry. And remember, Iapota, it's all part of the adventure.